Hi everybody, this is Bonnie and I want to show you how I made this really cute manly card. And this is the one that I did with the deer, and this is one that I did with the wolf. And I'm doing some Father's Day and some manly birthday cards, and I just really wanted to show you how I did them. So let's get started. The stamp set that we are using is Nature Silhouettes. It is in the catalog right now, and it's still going to be in the catalog when the new one comes out, so I'm very excited about that. So the first thing that we have to do is I'm taking the tree stamp part of it, and I'm going to stamp it all up with Versamark. And then I'm going to take a piece of white, Whisper White. Now this is a Stamp-A-Ma-Jig, and if you've never used a Stamp-A-Ma-Jig before, what you do is you stamp your image with like the basic gray is what I stamped it with, onto this piece of plastic that comes with the Stamp-A-Ma-Jig. Then you line it up, the image, on the piece of cardstock that you want it to go onto, and then you stamp this right here. Now I'm going to move this piece of plastic out of the way. Oops. Let's try this again. Move this piece of plastic out of the way, and then I'm just going to stamp completely down. And that is going to be right on my paper where I want it to be. Now, I don't know if you can see this. I can see it very lightly, but I don't know if you can. There might be a little bit of, but there's an image on there. And what we're going to do is we are going to take it over, and I'm using black embossing powder. And I'm going to sprinkle the powder all over my card. And wherever I had that Versamark is where the image is going to show up. And now I'm going to use the heat embossing tool. Okay. And now we're going to add the wolf on here. So again, I'm going to stamp that in Versamark. And then I'm going to line my wolf up where I want him. I want him down here. So I'm putting his feet kind of in the grass a little bit. I'm going to move this paper out of the way. Stamp him right down there. And again, I'm going to take okay. Now at this point I want to trim it down because for the sponging part. So I'm going to go and I'm going to trim down. So now I have it trimmed. And then I just took a regular piece of copy paper and I punched out a 1-inch circle. And this one I've used several because I've made several of these cards. And I'm just, oops. Well, I can't use that one now. I got another one here. And you're going to take Dado adhesive. And you're going to put it on the back because Dado is repositionable and it will not ruin your card. So we're going to put that down right there. Then I have a sticky note, which the sticky note is pretty well beat up. So we're going to get a new one. And I'm going to line it up so it's just above the wolf's nose. Then I am going to go ahead and I'm going to sponge open up my colors. I got Daffodil Delight, Tangerine Tango, and Basic Gray. And then I'm going to sponge in a circular motion. Now I'm going to remove this piece, and I'm going to remove this. Now see, there's little dots there, but if you just rub your finger, they're gone. Now that black was because I should have used my embossing buddy. I was very bad. If I'd used my embossing buddy, none of that black powder would have stuck there, but I forgot. So, alright, and then we're going to take Tangerine Tango, and I'm going to go all along the bottom of this wolf. Do like a circular back and forth. Get up in the yellow. You want to get up in that yellow. You want to blend those two colors together a little bit, so it doesn't really look like a definition of a line. So you just want to really kind of blend them in. Oops. And then you want to go around the edge a little bit up in here and over in here. Okay. And so I'm happy with that. Then we're going to take the Basic Gray and we're going to run right along the bottom here to give it more of a moony night look, is what I was kind of going for, more darker look. And then I'm going to go right along this edge too, where I had the orange and the yellow meet. And I'm not, doing anything, and I'm going to darken up the moon a little bit, make it look a little gray so it's not so popped right out there. It's a little grayer than okay. So then I am going to take just a regular tissue, and I just like to rub it over it a little bit like that. It kind of gets the color off from the wolf and the tree that you embossed a little. So that is it for that. So that's our coloring process. Now we're going to go and, oops, I closed this up. I had gone and already ran this through the, I put it on, I can't remember the name of this. There's so many, I can't remember the name, but I will put the name below. But, I ran it through the embossing folder already, and this is Tempting Turquoise. But I wanted to give it a little color, so I am going to sponge the outside with Basic Gray, just really lightly. Adhesive to the back of this. And I've just taken some Daffodil Delight cardstock, and it's a standard card, 5 1/4 or 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So I'm just going to apply that there. And then I have a 3" by 2 7 3/4 of an inch piece of black, and I'm going to add my wolf to the back of this. And then I want to put it on Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'm going to put 4 dimensionals. And put this right in the center. Just right about so. Then the next step is I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White scrap. I've got a happy birthday stamp. I'm going to stamp it in Stays On ink. Then I'm going to take my word window punch out happy birthday. Then I'm going to take modern label punch and I'm going to punch out in black the modern label. I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of this. I'm hoping I'm not getting this out of camera all this time. Apply that to there. Then again, I'm going to take 2 more Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm going to put this right there. And that is it, everybody.